witches, and welcome to the next episode of the Disney Dolls House, where we'll be doing issue 75s, 76, 77 and 78. So let's have a quick flip through of issue 75. So we've got some doors and some moulding and skirting to be doing in this issue. Here's the assembly instructions. Oh, we've got a lot of moulding. Lots of little bits too. And then we've got the Magic of Disney profiling Lightning McQueen from Cars. And then the usual blurb on the back, as well as what is coming in issue 76, which we'll be doing in a moment, so we don't need to worry too much about that. So let's get on with the door. Now, I've had to change my glue because I ran out of my Boss Thick all-purpose glue, so I'm currently going to try the Yoo-Hoo all-purpose adhesive super and see how we get on with this. So it might go horribly wrong. So we'll see. So the first thing we want are our door plates. So we've got the Aristocrat side, and then this is Cinderella's side, this beautiful gold. So they basically want putting together. The plastic doors are so much easier to put together than the wood ones. So we just want a bit of glue on these raised pins and then put them together. Like so. Then of course just making sure that the holes for the door handles match up on both sides. And then just literally sandwich it together like a sandwich. And then just press down on those points. And that is that bit done. Next thing is to just pop the handles on. So again, just glue the pins, I suppose you would call them. A little bit. And then pop them on. A bit too much glue there. But always with the door handles, make sure that the finger plate's on the top as opposed to the bottom. And so far I'm liking this glue. On because I know it's drying quite quick. Put the cotton buds over there. So the next thing we want to do is actually put the door frames in. So we're going to focus on this one, and we simply just slot it in place on Cinderella's side. It should just slot perfectly in, yeah. It's gone on very easily. Is pop glue onto all the pins, which I'm going to take off to do because it's then just going to make it a nightmare to deal with. And then popping it back into place without getting glue on anything. And then you want to pop the door in these bits here into the little holes into the mouldings, which are there. the other frame, other part of the frame, and then literally click it into place. And that is it. That is the door in. Easy peasy. And now we're going to have fun putting in. Now we've got lots of little bits of skirting and coving to deal with. So let's just make sure we know where we're going with all of this. So the skirting board is the thicker one, as opposed to the one on the top. And I think these are actually, yeah, these are plastic. So the ones we've had before have been wood, which has been slightly annoying. So that we've got a super long one, which is going to go along the back wall here. And then we've got skirting D, which goes along the staircase. Is it there? Skirting board. Alright, so I believe that is that one. And that one goes along there. Okay, so let's glue these into place. So the long one needs to go on the back, and I suggest putting that one in first, so then you can marry up the angles of the other pieces. I'm literally just going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this. Like so. Pop that corner one in next as well. Again, just putting glue on the back. I'm trying to do this quite quickly as well, so I can change the angles of anything for whatever reason. Like for instance, we've got that black bit. There we go. Let's get the other angled corner in. And this bit that goes along the door here. Of course, getting rid of any bits of glue if you need to. Make sure that marries up to the door there. Doesn't it just look so much better when there's been popped in? And that we will need to put these two little bits on the door here. So the wider piece just needs to go on there. Make sure it marries up to the door frame, because there will be a piece going there, I'm assuming, for the staircase at a later date. And then we just pop this tiny piece onto this side of the door, like so. So yeah, that's all the skirting done. Now we're going to do the decorative strips at the top. So I've got two very long ones, but paying attention to which angle is, because the angles need to be in these corners. Let me just move those off there. The angled side needs to be in these corners, so make sure you get those the right way round. And then we've got lots of little bits. Little bits. So in this issue, they only want you to put these two long ones glued in. And it wants you to save the other ones for another issue. As well as it wants you to keep the piece of cardboard that came with it as well. However, the only one I'm going to stick in is this one that goes on this side, because we're actually going to attach that part of the ceiling. So I imagine that's going to be a bit tricky when that's in place. So I'm just going to pop a bit of glue at the profile. The fatter bit is on the top, and make sure it lines up with the corner. Like so. Save all these little bits for the next few issues. Don't forget that teeny tiny bit there. I'm just going to move that there. Now we're going to attach the ceiling to the Little Mermaid's room. So it's going to go this way up, so we get the lovely pink on the Little Mermaid's room. And it's literally just going to want to sit Is that right? Yeah. So all the holes will line up, hopefully, she says. So we will actually have some overhang at the back, and then this bit that's attached to here will line up to the walls on both sides. Then we have the fun job of making sure that all the little bits that stuck up slot into the correct holes. This is when we realise all the walls are actually not lined up. Now, So don't forget to save all your little bits for the next issue. But I just want to tell you about the decorative items that we got in this issue as well. So we've got a navigation wheel for Donald's room, but this one's much bigger than the last ones and a different colour. So that's the one from last issue. And then we've also got another little square cushion with the decorative textile on it. And then we've also got an anchor. Again, decoration for Donald's room. So that is it for issue 75. So moving on to issue 76. So we've got the main window, the only remaining window from Cinderella's room to be done, and some more moulding. Now here's the assembly instructions. And then more assembly instructions. And then even more. Oh, we're going to be putting the panelling as well. Goody, 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 good. And then even more assembly instructions. And the usual blurb at the back. So we've got no poster, no information in this issue, just lots of assembly instructions. So lots to be done. So let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. Oh my, lots of parts indeed. I'm just going to go over the decorative items that we've got, because we've got the mirror for the Little Mermaid's bathroom and another rug. So the first thing we want you to do with the mirror is take the film off. Just like Peter Pan's mirror. There we go. Hello. And then take the backing sheet off the bit on the back, because it's got double-sided sticky tape on it, which will easily slot into place for the mirror. I'm just going to use the end of one of the things to stop any fingerprints. Now, isn't that just lovely? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I'm just going to pop that in the Little Mermaid's bathroom, as well as the rug, to keep them out of harm's way. So we've got our moulding strips from the previous issue plus the template. Now the template, they want you to cut like a little flap out so you can easily pull the template out, which it shows you to do there and explains there. However, I'm not going to do that because I think it's kind of pointless. So you can laugh at my mistakes to see if I end up having to do it in going back and doing it, but hopefully not. So just a little warning, advance warning there. And then, so the other moulding we're going to be doing is the moulding in the Aristocats room. So as I just shown you, I'm going to be using the new Yoo-Hoo glue that I'm quite impressed by. So the first moulding strip that we want, that one goes on the side up here eventually. So the one that we want, is it this one? Is it that one? I think it might be. Yes, I don't think there's another one the same length. Yes. So just check you've got the right one by simply checking the length, like so. Now there is no right way up wrong to put this, because it is literally the same design all the way around. It's the same profile. So it's just a case of simply putting the glue on the back of it. Now where's the cardboard thing gone? So we're going to be needing the cardboard thing, because what it does is gets you to glue it at the correct height. So that's what it's there for. So just popping a bit of glue on. Not too much, not too little, just right. But make sure you do get the glue on the ends so it doesn't start curling up or anything. So this simply wants to rest on the top of the cardboard, and then wants to be up against the door jamb there, like so. So it goes on very easily, and then you just take the cardboard out like so. And then we do the same again. So now we're going towards the back. So just pop that there in the corner. Now this is going to annoy me to no end, because I would prefer the dado rail to go match up with a window, but it's not. You can see it's just going to rest underneath, and that's just going to be bloody annoying. But even if I did lift it up to match that, then that corner is going to be out with that. So it's just, that's annoying. But anywho, so it's this little piece here that needs to go in the corner there, I'm assuming. I've not even measured it. Yes, it is. So this side has got an angled bit and then a flat side to go against the window. I'll just pop some glue on there. Make sure the angled side goes towards the window and not get glue all over your fingers like I've just done. And then stick it on like so. And then we want the next long bit. That's coving for the top, actually. I've just realised that. And the things. This one has got a straight edge there and then an angled on that side. So again, just popping glue all the way along. And getting it to rest on there. And then just moving the cardboard thing along to make sure it's somewhat straight. Like so. So then the next one wants us to do is that corner, this one. Now you can cut the cardboard template down to fit in there if you need to, but I'm just going to be a rebel and eyeball it. So again, making sure that the angled side goes into the corner and the other bit goes flush against the door. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So we seem to have got one bit left, which has both got two straight ends. So I've got a funny feeling that's for this bit when we put the staircase in. So that's it for the moulding for the dado rail. The moulding in the Aristocats room. So let's get on with making the window for Cinderella's room. Okay, so this window is obviously different to any other window that we've dealt with, but it's basically the same principle. Peel the film off the perspex. And then drop it into these ones that have got the edge cut out like so. And then just pop them in. It should fit quite snugly. Yeah, like so. And then do the same for the other one. And then they want us to pop a bit of glue on these pins on these windows and then slot them into place, making sure that the round bit marries up with that bit as well. So that's how you know which way around to put them. Let's just do that. them in, but make sure that the window matches up the decorative frame, and make sure it's all clicked into place. There we go. We've got one lovely window. And do the same for this one. So the next thing we want to do is take the large frame here and then take these as well, because these are going to act as window pins. I'm actually just going to use a cutting knife. You can use pliers and cutters, but I find they're a bit too aggressive sometimes. So I believe we only want 4 of these. Yeah. I've got 2 spare, or we might need them for further issue, so don't throw them away. So now we literally put the windows. Which way around are we putting these windows? Yeah, that way around. That way around. Put the windows in the right way. Make sure the design's the right way up. And then we're simply just going to pop one of these pins into the hole at the top there, and then pop it in there, so it's creating like a little hinge, which is going to be easier said than done. So what we're going to do is pop some glue all the way around the frame and then pop it straight into the room, and then just literally slot it into place. And press it against the wall. And there we have it. And the windows should be able to open outwards very easily. Now that was fairly easy so far. Famous last words. Okay, so now we're going to go and do some moulding for Cinderella's room. So again, let me just move some bits out of the way. So we've got 3 longish bits and then one of them's shorter. All of them have got angles on them, on one end or the other, so make sure you get them the right way around. And of course, make sure that you get your profile the correct way up, so the thicker bit goes towards the top. So the shorter one actually goes towards the back at the top. So let's get some glue on that. Pop him on. Keeping him flush with his ceiling top. And then you want the other 2 long bits to match up, but I'm trying to do this quickly so I can match up the corners, hopefully somewhat perfectly. Before the glue dries. So now we need to move on to all of this wonderful paneling along the bottom. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is stick all these squares into the panels. Now it does say you can glue them in, but to be honest with you, they fit so snugly I don't think it really needs to be done. Now, some of them have like where they've come out of the molds, the injector molds, from where they've been manufactured. So if you want to just sand that little bit down, or do what I do, which is basically just put them at the bottom because you're not going to see them as much. That's an option that you can do. But once you've got all the bits in place, make sure that this goes in the correct way, i.e. the one, the skirting is actually the one with the one indentation, whereas the one at the top's got two indentations. So that's the way you know which way goes up. I'm going to put all the other bits in the other ones as well, so then I can glue them all in at the same time and hopefully get the corners beautiful. So now we should have 3 different sized bits as well as our little bit as well. Now I'm going to use wood glue for this, so if I can get a bit more on. And I'm going to start with the medium sized bit first, which is this one, the one that's got 2 angles on either side. So I'm just going to simply flip it over and then pop some glue all the way along. The other reason why I'm using wood glue is that it's not drying as quick, so I've got time to adjust the angles, hopefully. Famous last words. I'm gently just going to put it there and then get glue on this side on the longer piece as well, which is going to run underneath the window. Which is just going to go on the door, just there, and finish that bit off as well. So that's it for the moulding of Cinderella's room. Just look at that door in that panelling, doesn't it just look lovely and so finished, as well as the window. So from this issue, we still should have some coving for the aristocrats room left. Let's put that clock there. We should have a few pieces, and then also we should have these 2 massive supports as well, which I believe we'll be dealing with in the next issue. So that's it for issue 76. So let's move on to issue 77. Okay, so we've got issue 77. So we're going to be dealing with another light and staircase. So we've got our assembly instructions. More assembly instructions. And then we've got the magic of Disney, all about Cinderella. And then the usual blurb on the back, as well as what's coming in 78, which we'll be doing in a moment. So let me show you what we've got as a decorative item in this issue. We've got Cinderella herself. So we've had Belle, and now we've got Cinderella to pop up into Cinderella's room. I think she's done very well, including the face, because usually the faces are the ones that give it away. But I think it's very well done. Very well done indeed. So let's get on with the build. Now the first thing they want you to do is put the supports in, but I'm going to do that after we put the staircase in, if that makes sense. Because then that way my hand's not banging around on the thingy me bob. And then a lighting and a ceiling as well. So let's start with the staircase. They are the bits for the light, so we'll just leave them in the box for the moment. So first things first, they want us to stick those 2 sections together. Let's just move the camera. There we go. those two sections together using a bit of glue. Oi. I'll just put some glue on the end of those. And then just sandwich them together till it makes that lovely noise. So we've got thread A, I should say, thread A, and the rest should all be B's. I believe they're all B's. Yeah, they're all B's. So A needs to go on the top one. So we'll just pop a bit of glue. And all of these. Just going to go down there first. So thread A, and always remember getting the hole on this side of the staircase because that is where the railing will go. So make sure all of the holes are on that side. And by holes I mean those ones. And then of course just pop in C-plate on there as well. Again, making sure that the hole is in this corner, lines up like so. Now we've got the fun of sticking these guys on. Now, yeah, that makes sense. So first things first is to pop this one on first, which has got the bit sticking out on the end, and popping it along all these holes. So you just want to pop a bit of glue. And it is a little bit fiddly. So then the foot holding needs to be over on the edge, and then we then put this railing on that's got the hole there, and then that's going to slot into that one there. So what I've done at the moment is I've just popped the staircase into the Aristocats room, which I've really wedged in. So we've got the staircase complete in terms of the railing on the side there. So I've just put the spare parts in the Aristocats room for now, as well as the lighting, but I've not actually installed it, because what I'm going to do is move on to the next issue and then refer back to this one, because I want to finish the staircase before I put any ceilings in, is what my intention is. So let me show you issue 78 and have a flick through. I'm also well aware I'm running out of light. So this is issue 78. We've got some Donald decorative items and so a lot of flooring. So we've got the assembly instructions to finish the staircase, and then attaching the ceilings, and then we've got the Magic of Disney profile of Oliver from Oliver and Company. It's a long time since I've seen that movie, I need to watch it again. And then the Magic of Disney profiling Woody from, of course, Toy Story. Then the usual blurb on the back, as well as what we're getting in issue 79, which will be in the next video. So let's just finish the staircase. So let's just pop this into position. I just want to quickly show you the decorative items that we got in this issue as well, while I've still got a bit of light. So we've got Donald's rug for his flooring. And then we've also got these teeny tiny little decorations. Look how tiny they are. Then we've got a little flag. A little tiny Donald's hat. And then some more ephemera for Donald's room. Look how tiny and cute they are in the palm of my hand. So I need to put them somewhere safe. Yeah, so I'm only resting the staircase in place at the moment. It's not actually stuck down. Right, so the first thing that we need to do is take these two bits. Just pop that over there. And stick them together somehow. So I'm going to stick them together like so. A little bit of glue just to hold it in place. And then we're going to glue along the bottom and then put it in place. And there we go, put that bit of rail in there. And then we're going to take this corner piece that's actually going to be a ledge for the staircase, the edge of the thing to make it look all pretty, and just pop in some glue along the edge, like so. And then it is going to go along the bottom like so. Now for the staircase, we're just going to put a bit of glue along this top bit and along the bottom just to hold it in place. And simply pop him into position. Clicking that top bit into place. Then we've got this little bit here as well that's just going to be stuck to the bottom of the floor in the staircase, just to stop the staircase from moving. So just pop a bit of glue on there. Just pop it like so, and then just leave it like that to dry for a couple of seconds. So moving on, the next thing we need to do is stick more of the moulding on. So using our template cardboard from before, I've chopped a piece off and we're just going to pop it there while I stick one of the moulding pieces on. And then we stick this teeny tiny bit on the other side of the door. we go, making sure it's on the right position. Yeah, so the next piece we're going to do is the moulding on the top there, just behind this staircase. Again, making sure it lines up in that corner very nicely. Like so. And then we're going to stick this moulding strip on this side over there. Pop it on, level it all up. And then we're going to pop the other strip on the corner there as quick as possible so we can line that corner up. So now that's all the decorative moulding done and the skirting. I'm going to now flip back to, because the only other thing they want you to do in the this issue is pop on the ceiling, which I'm not going to do just yet. So I'm just going to flip back to 77, sorry. And then we're just going to follow the instructions along there. The instructions for that are simply to pop in the support structures. So the one that's got the notch that's closest to the edge needs to go in the aristocrat's hallway. So just pop a bit of wood glue on the tip here, and then on the tip there where it's going to rest. And it slots in easy peasy like so. And then we're going to do the same on Cinderella's room, making sure that the notch that's furthest away is going along there. And again, just gluing the ends here and here. And then resting them on the top. Is put that ceiling on and then the light, but I'm actually going to put this ceiling on first. So then you're not wedging a piece in between the two. So you've only got to line up one at a time. And that is all of the roof in flat. So the last thing we need to do for this video is just install the light. So we want our lighting wire and then the molds as well. So first thing is to label the wire and undo the wire. And then everything else through this hole at the back. So what we're going to do is then place the light fitting within the moulding, and it should sit relatively flush like so. And then simply pop the other one on top until it clicks into place, sandwiches together. like so. So that is it for this very long episode. Well, it seemed like a very long episode. But we have made a lot of progress because the first floor is now complete. Aside from the lighting in the Little Mermaids, and I think some sort of lighting in the the hallway, but there isn't a ceiling light. But we do have a lamp for that room, so that's probably why. And then Cinderella's room is also complete. I've just noticed that's coming away from the wall, so I need to put a bit more glue on there. But yeah, the first floor is now complete, so I'm guessing we're going to be working on the next floor. So thanks so much for watching. As always, leave me a comment below and let me know how your build is getting along. And I hope to see you in the next issue. I've just realised I haven't shown you that in this issue we also got the final floor finishers for Donald's room. So that'll go on there with his mat, his rug. Then we've also got the Beauty and the Beast's beautifully decorative flooring as well. And then of course we've already had Peter Pan's from a different issue, previous issues. So yeah, we'll be getting it on with the second floor, or the third floor to the Americans. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.